So I have a key command, Command T, that brings up the MIDI transform window. And in addition to the presets that we have here, you can create a new transform set, which is essentially your own MIDI transform preset, and create that and then perform that function with a key command. I believe that it is command 1 through, actually I'm not sure here, let's look at MIDI transform. Yeah, so there are a lot of key commands. Apply transform user preset 1, you know, all the way to a lot, 30. Select and operate, transform user preset. So, you know, I have a couple of functions that I do pretty often, enough that it makes sense to have them stored as a preset. So that's really what I wanted to talk about here. So for me, the thing that I end up doing often is fixed velocity, fixed length, or both. And, you know, I can give you an example of that. So what that means is that, you know, as quick as it is to open up the transform window and hide it, I can go a little faster than that. If I select the notes that I want to operate on, I can, if I wanted to have them all the same velocity, I can just hit Command 1, and now you can see they're all at 100. If I wanted them to all be the same length, I could hit Command 2, and now they're all the same note length. And if I wanted them to be the same velocity and the same note length, I could click Command 3. So those are just my presets. So how do we do that? So if I open up the MIDI transform window, I would go to create new transform set and create a new transform parameter set with the name new parameter set or rename. So I'm going to create a new set here. And you see that's right down here now. So that would be my 4th preset. And I can go through and set this up to do whatever it is that I want. You know, I can use one of the presets here, or I can dial in any kind of MIDI command that I want to do, and then save that as my preset. And then once I have set this up the way that I'd want, then I would come in here and name that, you know, say user for, and then it's going to ask me if I'm creating a new set or renaming it. This time I'll rename it, and then you'll see here that now it's stored under user 4. So, you know, some of this takes a little bit of doing to figure out you know, how to come up with your own custom transformations. So you know, that's a little bit up to the user to figure out. But you know, if it was something like quantizing a note length, and you had the same something that you're doing fairly often, it would make sense to create that as a new transform set. So I'll not do that now. One thing to note, though, this is project specific. So if I were to start a new project, these key commands would not be in that new session. So you know, I save all this stuff to a template so that when I start off, I can have these key commands ready to go.